Hello there. In this video I'll try to explain something personal. Depression. I try to explain my experience with it and a general understanding of it. This may also apply to other mental illnesses that makes people unable to control their own minds and bodies. This is all about clinical depression, not a temporary one, just feeling sad, but the one that lasts for years and incapacitates people from doing what they want to do. As always, take what I say with a grain of salt and think about this yourself. Everything that I'm going to say in this video is stuff that I've came up with and not stuff that I learned from books or something like that.
Please do note that I'm not a mental health professional and just some guy on the internet with a mental illness. The following advice is based on my own personal experiences and may not work for anyone but myself. Please immediately contact a mental health professional if you're having thoughts of suicide, and always remember that YouTubers are in no way infallible or a valid replacement for trained experts.
I'm going to structure this video in this way. Step 1 will be funny explanation, step 2 will be the boring and serious explanation, and step 3 will be a conclusion. Before I start talking about anything, you need to accept the fact. People don't have free choice over almost anything. And I'm talking about the personal aspect and not society. You can't choose what food you like, you can't choose what music you like, and most importantly, you don't know what you think or what you want most of the time. You don't know why you take some decisions and why you think a certain way. To everyone that thinks that every person is choosing what they are doing and are in control of everything at all times, I have something to say. Get over it. Alright, let's start. I'm going to tell you a tale of two wolves. We will call them Wolf and Anti-Wolf. Wolf is a happy-go-lucky guy. Loves the world, laughs all the time, makes jokes that aren't funny and laughs about them, loves the moon and is obsessed with it, singing every single night. It's a highly creative wolf and has always new and interesting ideas. Always wants to know new people and is very outgoing and confident. He can get something interesting out of stupid things. He loves to share everything he owns and knows with others. Now let's talk about the dark anti-wolf. Anti-wolf is an introvert, hates the world and wants it to disappear, never laughs and takes everything too seriously, never makes jokes and he doesn't enjoy other people's jokes, doesn't care about the moon and only sometimes gives it a look and that's it. He's not creative at all and has never anything to say, doesn't want to meet and talk to people, he never goes out and never thinks of anything new. He hates stupid things and gets angry very quickly over things that aren't even important. He never shares anything and hates people trying to get close to him. Alright, with that said, here comes the plot twist. Wolf and anti-wolf are the same person. All of the above listed things are from the same person. How can this be possible, you ask? Well, dear Wolfie has a problem. A mental issue. Depression. Sometimes he doesn't listen to depression and he's Wolf, our happy-go-lucky guy. Other times depression becomes stronger and takes control, and that's when Wolfie becomes anti-wolf. Inside his mind there's a constant fight. Who is going to win today? You can never know. And neither does he. Okay, now let's get to the serious part. Following the example of the two wolves, I can only make it clearer with a metaphor. The one that I think is more fit, it's possession. Why is possession the one that makes more sense? Well, you just have to watch what I listed about the two wolves. Everything I said is about both wolves. They are the same person. So how can a person be happy-go-lucky and introvert and hating everything at the same time? That's impossible for a person. They are complete opposites. So it only makes sense to think that when depression or anti-wolf takes control, it's a possession. Depression is always thought to be a change of mood or being sad all the time, but that's not exactly true. The worst part of depression is not feeling anything. You know that food you like a lot? Well, now it has no taste. Remember the song that you like for your whole life, and every time you play it makes you feel something really strong? Well, now it's just a background noise, and it means nothing to you. I could go on and on with examples, but I think that you got the idea. 90% of my experience with depression was the inability to enjoy anything, and only 10% was about feeling sad. When you can't enjoy anything, your interest drops drastically. You don't care about anything and anyone. You are not able to control your own thoughts. You can think about something bad happening to you. You dropped your phone and it's broken now. You can think, well, it's a good chance to buy a new phone. And that makes you forget about the bad feeling and makes you excited and happy for the new one. You choose in that moment to focus on positive things and forget about the bad ones. A depressed person cannot choose to forget the bad things. For him, only the bad things exist. He's a complete failure for breaking the phone. A new one, it's a lot of effort to get. Even if that effort means going to a store who is 20 steps away from your house. You need to take a shower, you need to dress yourself, you need to walk down the stairs. You need to walk to the store and hopefully not meet anyone who wants to talk to you. You enter the store and have to speak to a person. You have to fake a smile and not make that person worry for you because you're not worth it. Now you're having doubts if you even want to buy a new phone. If you deserve it, nobody calls you anyway. All these things look incredibly hard for a depressed person to do, like more than you can imagine, and so on and on and on. And you cannot control what you think, you cannot access positive thinking. It's as if it doesn't exist and everyone else is pretending to be happy, because happiness does not exist, positivity does not exist. Okay, let's reach the conclusion. Why do people become depressed? In my experience, people become depressed when they are doing something that they do not enjoy. Imagine a highly creative person who loves painting but he can never paint for whatever reason, and instead of using his creative mind, he has to work as an accountant and deal with numbers 5 days a week, 8 hours every single day. That person will certainly become depressed because everything that makes him feel good about himself is absent, is not there. To get better from depression, or to even avoid getting into depression, you have to reconstruct your life in a way. Step 1, see a therapist and try to find out what you enjoy in life and what makes you happy, and of course, what you don't like about yourself and your life. Like I said before, people don't actually know much about themselves. Step 2 is only for people who are in a more severe depression and finds everything hard and doesn't want to bother anyone with his problems. This is when you need medicine. There's a wrong way of thinking about depression. It's usually said that depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain, and of course it is, but in my experience, that's not the cause of depression. The chemical imbalance is the brain's way to tell you that something's wrong with your life. Depression is caused by the impossibility to do what you enjoy in life. The chemical imbalance is only a symptom. For example, you know when you have a cold, when you start coughing. For everyone else that has never dealt with depression, it's absolutely impossible to understand how it feels. To you lucky people, I can only suggest to treat it as a possession. The depressed person in front of you has no control over their mind, and it's an immense torture for them. If you can't deal with that, then you shouldn't be around them. If you want to help them, just try to understand and do not judge what they're saying. Do not take it personal, because the things that they are saying are not what your friend or partner is thinking. It's the possession that speaks to you and not the person. For everyone who has someone they know and that they care about who suffers from depression, help them with as much as you can. Help them to fight against the possession so they can take control over their own lives. Don't let them get tired, mentally or physically. Don't let them keep thinking about bad things, and do not tell them that what they're thinking is stupid or doesn't make sense, because that only makes the possession become stronger. They find reasons why there is no positive thing, and they might bring you down as well, so be careful. You can help them by doing their chores, cooking for them, and stuff like that they find hard to do, and would rather not eat instead of cooking because it's too hard. The best thing you can do for anyone really, depressed person or not, is to try to make them understand what makes them happy in life and encourage them to pursue it. And of course, this is a suggestion even for you, whoever you are. There are people who care about you and don't even know that you exist. You have to take control over your own life and try to live the best as you can, so we can all live in a better world. That's all I have to say for now. I let my Twitter and Facebook in the description. If you want to talk to me about anything, just send me a message or comment on the video. I will respond to everything and help anyone who needs it. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a guy who wants to help people. I'm really interested in psychology and I've dealt with depression since I was 4 years old. So I know quite a lot of things to be able to live normally. So yeah, bye bye.